My first basketball memory, I always think back to like the rec leagues that I'd always participate in from a younger age, and playing with my neighborhood friends that I built relationships with and being coached by their fathers. Um, and a lot of my memories that weren't in my childhood, but earlier in my career was my AAU experiences. Um, I've met lifelong friends, mentors that taught me things about myself that I never thought. Um, and I think that all led from me starting in the rec leagues as a younger child and being confident to participate in AAU year round, for sure. Yes, I did. So I played softball, soccer, and I used to love to swim. So I was never on a swimming team, but I'd always have like sign up and do laps, and they'd teach me different strokes. And it was just really a great experience. But I was a bigger girl growing up, so I had a lot of insecurities when I was participating in other sports because I couldn't run as fast and I'd get really tired. So I was proud of myself that I pushed through playing, other sports, but I always um, felt insecure no matter what it was. And I eventually found my passion through basketball. But I think playing multiple sports helped me meet different people, see different coaches, and have different experiences because every sport's different. I always get nervous and almost shy speaking about my accomplishments because it's just been so much bigger than the awards and what SMCC has done for me as a program, as a coaching staff, teammates. It's sometimes I feel like I could write a book because going into a community college, I thought it was my last resort. I was like, I am not going to this local school near my high school and so on. And it was the best decision I ever made in my life. So when I started kind of expanding into my true self, at the time I thought that was my true self, um, I started getting some awards in my freshman year. I was all conference and we didn't make it to nationals that year, which everyone always talks about nationals, like the experience, you're going to never imagine what it's like. So after that season, I was just taken back. I was like, I want to go there. Like, if anything, I need to step up and be the role model that I've always dreamed about. And every year I've kind of always thought like, I have not played my best basketball yet. And I still say that to this day. I have not been, you can always improve mentally, emotionally, physically. But if you go into the season and say, yeah, last year I played my best basketball and I can't get better than that, I can't expect myself to help the teammates around me as well as myself. So I've always kept that mindset, which has been difficult. And a lot of it also has come from my teammates that I've met throughout the years. I started off a little rocky and I never understood why a sophomore or junior was so hard on me. Coach B was my first women's coach in years, and that was motivation from the jump, like having a woman empowering you, uplifting you, and pushing you. And she's experienced her own basketball career and life lessons. So learning from another woman was really inspiring. But definitely, I put a lot of my motivation throughout the years to Coach B and Coach Pat, which is our assistant coach. I they have pushed me to limits that I thought I would never get to. Now I look at, the burn you feel when you're working out. I'm like, if Coach B was right here, I know I'd push another 15 seconds. And before, I would probably just drop the plank. So it's those type of lessons that I've learned. They motivated me to, really work on self-discipline, leadership, believing in myself. I struggle with a lot of self-image and confidence. And they've always pushed me and said, you can be the best you want to be. It's just all within you. Basketball has taught me so much about mental toughness, being a role model, and the importance of using my voice and experiences to help my teammates or other athletes, how to take criticism and apply it, how I can make the people and players around me better on and off the court, because people forget that you're an athlete, and being a woman athlete is very challenging. Just that alone, but also leaving practice, you have to remember, what are you working towards? What are your thoughts every day? What is your routine? Where are you putting your energy into? Is it things that are helping you in school and basketball, or is it leading you to a different path? After graduation, I actually have changed my major so many times at SMCC, and it gave me that opportunity. I was at a community college. I didn't know what route. I had just turned 18 the day before I started my freshman year. So I was pretty young. And I think over the past like 6 to 8 months, I've realized that my desire in life is to hopefully share my story and empower and uplift other athletes who might be struggling with anxiety, depression, eating disorders, self-image, confidence, and maybe if they've never worked out, that even if you're 50 pounds overweight in your eyes, like there's always a starting point, and it's mental. And getting over those mental blocks is one of the biggest challenges. Is you can put a lot of negative thoughts into your head that you can't accomplish something, or you can't improve this in your life because it's been hard for 10 years, 5 years. But you can make changes, and you can let go of people that might not be helping your life in the best way. And that's challenging too, is distancing yourself from people that you had in high school that you thought were really great friends at the time. But you have the opportunity at a college, whether it's a community college or a university, that you're going to build relationships with your teammates that will truly show you what a true friendship is in some sense. You show up every day for 2 to 3 hours, and you're with them every day. You're traveling, you're having sleepovers in hotels, and that's a lot at a pretty young age. But it also just shows you that there are so many people out there that will care about you, will uplift you, will help you, and you can help them while doing that together. So I really hope to use my voice and share what things I've had to change to improve my day-to-day life, especially struggling with most of the things I mentioned, but also how you can do all of those things, but also you always have to remember the people and coaches that were supporting you through all your ups and downs, and not forgetting that those are some of the reasons why you're where you are today. Chicken and white rice. Women empowerment and a life coach. Oh gosh. Time travel. Thanksgiving. Love Thanksgiving. Kevin Durant. I know I should have probably said a woman, but I have followed him and I just love his game. Somewhere warm, as long as it's warm and I can lay by the pool and have a nice cold iced tea, that's all that matters to me.
Nice.
And quietness and stillness.